With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's out to Chubb, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. throwing here. Rush. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
A yard brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Rush. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
And the Packers
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
makes the score Packers 7, Ravens nothing. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Just like that. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Go, go, go.
Throwing on first down. Rush. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rush. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. 3 bud, 3 bud.
Operating from the gun. Rush. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
46-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming for you. You move. Cowboy 80. No, no, no.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51, Mike.
To throw is Rush. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To number 21.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Rush to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Defense all day, all day. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Rush. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rush into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 5 brings up
On second down, Tua. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass and run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. To a hit, and the ball is out.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, Rush. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Rush. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Rush. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw on third down, Rush. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
And again, it's Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Throwing on first down. Rush. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
On first and 10. Rush. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They begin this drive with Chubb and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Thompson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. There he goes, right side.
Get off the
Touchdown,
field.
Packers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Ravens 7. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Rush. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake. Rush. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. Being chased out left. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, Tagovailoa looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. 2 are going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Nick Chubb stopped short. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Rush. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
John Brown.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rush. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down, Green Bay.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Room here to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards. First down, Green Bay.
A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run it again with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 21. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Packers 24. Ravens.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Green Bay, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the